Senator Hanson, please continue.
I will. I just want the people to know what my notice motion is. Today, the 3rd of September, the Australian National Day, Flag Day. The Australian national flag is the enduring symbol of our nation, representing our history, values and unity, never a prop. The Australian national flag holds a special and significant place in our national life, distinct from and above all other flags or symbols, and the Australian national flag is already displayed in the Senate chamber.
Senator Hanson, please resume your seat. I have upheld, which is no flags to be worn in the chamber until the matter has been resolved by the Procedures Committee, so I'd ask you to take the flag off. Senator Hanson, this is a ruling that the Deputy President has made. I upheld that order. I informed the chamber just before question time. I'm giving you a direction. I'm asking you to remove the flag in line with the ruling the Deputy President made this morning and the ruling that I am now upholding.
You know, this is what our country has come to. I'm so angry about this and I'm so upset by this. You know, the people that on the weekend that walked with pride carrying the Australian flag, we are elected members of parliament for the Australian people under the Australian flag that people have fought and died for. And we are told we can't display it in our parliament on the one special day, which is our Australian Flag Day. And that's how gutless these people are. I put it to the vote that it should be, you know, able to be worn in the parliament just before I came up to here. And guess what? 22 people supported it. All of Labor, all of the Greens and Senator Fatima Payman voted against it being able to be worn on the floor of Parliament. Jackie Lambic, Pocock and Tammy Tyrrell, I didn't see them at all on the floor of Parliament to vote on such an important issue. It turns my stomach and makes me so mad. And I'll warn people out there, you keep voting for these bastards that actually don't have pride in our country and our Australian flag, then be prepared to get what we're going to get. And we've seen it now with the division that is happening, the hatred that we see on the streets, the escalating crime, and that's only going to escalate even further unless we take a stand on this and make sure you know who you vote for next time. And certainly never vote for the Greens, the hateful, un-Australian people they are.
Oppression becomes law, then resistance becomes duty. Yeah! Oppression becomes law, then resistance becomes duty. Yeah!
Our flag reminds us that we're united by our common values. We're aspirational, egalitarian and compassionate. We believe in reward for hard work. We treasure individual freedom. We respect the rule of law. We want our nation to be defended. We have a sense of duty to those we love, to our families, to our communities and to our nation.
A proud Aboriginal Anglo-Celtic woman with a flag around her shoulders. We should be proud of that. But instead, it provoked uproar from the Greens, who said the national flag was a prop, even though Green senators typically enter the chamber wearing Palestinian flag earrings and Aboriginal flag garb and more.
And I do want to make the point that if it's okay for Senator Nampijinpa Price to wrap herself in this flag, I would intend to wrap myself in a Palestinian flag and come into the chamber and exercise the same rights that Senator Nampijinpa Price is currently exercising.
It was not Buddhists who flew planes into the Twin Towers. It was not Hindus or Jews that blew up the London Underground in buses a few years ago. And that simple fact has to be acknowledged if you're even going to start a dialogue. We do have a problem. We have a problem when the failures of Islam throughout the world, the failures of all Islamic societies come here into Britain. Their intolerance of freedom of conscience, their intolerance of apostates, their intolerance of freedom of expression and freedom of speech, their intolerance of minorities, other religious minorities, sexual minorities, their intolerance of gays, their dislike and distrust of half of the population, women, and many, many other things. And the call, what's more, for a parallel legal system within Britain and European societies. This is monstrous. No other group behaves like this.
This is not for fun. They're doing this as a show. It's like this is what they want, and they want more of this, and they will do more of this because they want more and more people to join into this as well. So we have to understand that. So beyond just the image of people in front of a cathedral, I think there's a massive shift happening in the country that we need to obviously be aware of and address the issues that come with that as well.
And we've seen a lot of those issues.
But hang on, not so much the keffiyeh or the Palestinian flag images or Aboriginal flags as earrings. They're all allowed. Honestly, you've got to question where this government's taking our country. On a day when it bans attire incorporating the Australian flag, when it fails to condemn a former Labor Premier in Dan Andrews in that fawning appearance at a communist Chinese military parade in Beijing, the Australian flag gets shown the door in our parliament. I mean, what hope have we got? A country ashamed of itself is hardly a country anymore, is it?